What's up, fitness nerds? I got a lot of questions last time about the shoulder mobility video that I did, so today we're going to break it down even further. We're going to talk about how we can release the chest and the anterior delt along with our lat, okay? And this is going to be especially helpful for those that are sitting at a desk all day or on your phone, okay? You start to get that rounded shoulders, but if we can release that, we're going to start getting into ranges of motions that we normally don't get into, okay? So instead of taking the traditional route of a foam roller on the ground, we're going to take it a step further. We're going to grab a bench and a medicine ball, okay? This is going to allow us to get more localized into the areas that we're trying to get into, but it's going to allow us to move more three-dimensionally than just being on the floor, okay? And if you're doing this at home, you can grab a soccer ball, a basketball, volleyball would work, a bench, a chair, an ottoman, even if you have it, okay? Now, the next exercise is going to help us start to move through those ranges of motion, okay? We're talking protraction and retraction, elevation and depression, okay? So we're not only going to get the ranges of motion that we're normally supposed to be getting into, but we're also going to be strengthening the muscles that help keep that scapula pressed up against the rib cage, all right? And then finally, we're going to talk about breathing throughout these exercises, okay? Now, if we breathe correctly, you're going to get the best stretch out of these things than you would ever felt, all right? So let's go check it out. We're going to start by placing the medicine ball on our chest and our hand behind the head. This is going to put us into external rotation, which is going to get us a feel for the tight areas. From here, we're going to take our hand and place it on the small of our back. This is going to put us into internal rotation, which is really going to put the pec on stretch and make those knots more noticeable. Now, that transition piece, guys, this is what's going to help us start to unlock a joint. That movement, sometimes that's all you really need to unlock a position. Now, the 3D aspect, look how seamlessly the transition was, right? I can go from the pec right into the lat, maybe even the tricep with this, okay? Again, the movement with this, guys, you can move three-dimensionally, not just forward and back, side to side. You get to twist and do all kinds of stuff with it. So this is why I like the bench and the ball versus just a foam roller in the floor. Now that we have access to a little bit more range of motion, we're going to talk about protraction and retraction. This is going to allow us to strengthen the muscles of the shoulder blades to keep them against the rib cage. All right, but notice my hands, they're outside of my shoulders, fingertips turned out. This is going to allow us a little bit more range of motion in those shoulder blades, which is going to be helpful, especially if you sit at a desk all day. Breathing is probably one of the most overlooked aspects when we talk about training, especially in these corrective exercises, guys. This is what's really going to help us get that little extra oomph out of our exercises, okay? So when I retract, that's when I'm inhaling, and then when I protract, I push the ground away. I do a heavy exhale, which is going to help engage those abs, okay? Because as we all know, our body's all connected, right? So it's going to help us get a little bit extra of that protraction. Here we're just doing some dead hangs, allowing our body just to kick back and relax, not being guarded. Our hands are above our shoulders, and this exercise alone can help with so many shoulder issues, guys. Let's talk about strengthening the muscles that help depress the scapula, okay? We're going to do a dead hang, and we're going to pull ourselves up. Think about putting those scapula into the back pocket, okay? When I do that, notice I create a lot more space between my ears and my biceps. At the bottom position, that's when I'm going to inhale. And then when I start to pull myself up, that's when I start to exhale. Do long, slow exhale. That's really going to start to engage those abs so we can get the most bang for our buck on these guys. And as always, don't forget to like the video. And thanks for watching, guys.